So this campaign is going to take place, and let me tell you exactly where. I want to say in Salem. I believe that's what I had it. Yeah, in Salem, Massachusetts.
Really?
So Salem, it's a very very small area of Massachusetts. It's very much connected to the water, particularly. And so for the latest time, I want to say the last week or so, there have been there have been an uncanny amount of people coming out to say or to go to the police and say that strange things have appeared. That there have been sightings of the the dead just roaming around. Some people are just have been wake up sick. Some other people have been attacked in the middle of the night. So there's many things that are going on right now. But ultimately, as the days have gone by in the past week, more and more they have been making the news in the newspaper. Um, so right now, as you guys have are living your own lives, and most of you being police officers or investigators or what have you been, um, you guys will definitely have been hired by somebody trying to find out exactly what is going on. Definitely, the police have been trying to work very hard, and I want to say that um, most of you will have been hired by family members of some kidnapped person, and well, there's a lot of people who have been kidnapped. Other people have just disappeared, maybe not necessarily have been kidnapped. Um, but ultimately, most of you, or at least all of you that are private investigators, will have been hired to find exactly out what is going on. There have been talks about rewards that are going to be provided in order for you to find the family members. Most of you, since since the town is actually well regarded, and believe it or not, some of the most wealthy people live in that area at this time. You guys were promised that individually, you are going to be given at any point in time between $700 to $1,000 to locate every single person that is missing, or at least to get to the bottom of it, so the families can go find you. And to give a little bit more in depth to this, um, all of you will have been rounded out and called to have a meeting with the highest of the, I want to say, the society, the the richest, I guess, of the town, and you guys will have been all over there in the same room where they will have hired you. They will have been giving you pictures of the people that have disappeared. Some of them being young women, a lot of them. There was a story of this young girl that just passed out. Passed away. That they want to know exactly what happened because all of a sudden she got sick, and at first they thought of some sort of blood disease, And then she just kept turning paler and paler and paler, and eventually she died, and she was just buried. Um, another another person will give you information as to how their teenage son, he was coming back from a date that he had, and they decided to have the date on the cemetery grounds, and how they are stating that they've seen people coming out of the ground and starting to chase them and possibly attacking them, and that unfortunately his girlfriend tripped on a rock and fell, and she stayed behind. So he didn't realize it, but then by the time he did, he knew it was already too late to go back and save her. And there were a bunch of this dead people just eating his girlfriend. And then the last thing has been also the sighting of this possible humongous dog that seems to be roaming around. That is, it's almost as big as a wolf. Um, Normally they don't have those kind of animals there in Salem, but as of late, for at least the last couple of days, there have been sounds of wolves howling at night. Have been people that have been found the next day, gutted, pretty much all their insides out. Some of them, their heads were completely eaten, and they looked like something with a very very big mouth uh, and very long fangs had chewed at. You know, it's like that creature just took bites of it, the bodies. So, any questions?
Hmm. You said that those things were, that he said that those things were eating her.
Well, that's what it seems to be. Obviously, when
Mm.
you were hired, they would have been telling you about things that are already happening. And obviously, as you can imagine, the family members that are hiring you were not necessarily there when all these things were happening. The only time that they were there was possibly when this old I want to say this 23-year
I
old girl just passed away due to the fact that that very strange blood disease that she had, or when the boyfriend, the teenage kid, managed to see his girlfriend being eaten by, I don't
I
know,
I need confirmation
a living
about
death.
what it was said to, about what the boy said, that it happened on the graveyard, that they they targeted, well, targeted, that they ate his girlfriend, or at least seemingly ate her, because just confirm that he have, is he completely certain that that's what happened?
Well, no, he did say that he
And
thought that they were eating his girlfriend, therefore he didn't go back. He ran away, but then the very next day, her body would have been found, chewed up.
okay, last detail I'm interested in. What time did it happen?
Oh, that was at nighttime. They were having a date
No, no.
about, I want to say about 11 o'clock at night at the cemetery. He will tell you that he was trying to make it a little creepy due to the fact that they had that thing
Past
going
midnight.
on in between them, and with ghosts and whatnot, and he was just trying to play with her. But then when things got a little serious, um, they just run. And the next day when they found her, her head was completely cracked open. Uh, most of her brain was missing, and I don't know. There seemed to be biting marks everywhere along the body. Pieces missing.
Okay, not what I was trying to ask, but that's still quite informative. Um, Anybody else wants to confirm something? Because time when those things popped out is
Yep. Feel free to ask any
somewhat important
questions.
for me.
Are
Does
there
he
any?
know at what time those things started appearing? Like time of what time was it?
Well, this thing seemed to be happening at night, right after any point after dark, all the way until dawn. So
Okay, and it's mostly limited to if it's limited to anything.
well, they gave you the information they have. I mean, if you want to ask more
I
specific
just need to.
questions, I can try to give you more specific answers. But pretty much the questions that you asked, that's the answers that they would have given you.
Okay,
Um,
is there some undead that were running around, or people eating other people?
And
Well, at this
sounds
point
like
in
that, but
time, they would have told you that at this point in time, there was no way to guarantee if anybody that died before is roaming around eating other people. However, if what the kid was saying is true, obviously the dead was coming out from underground and eating, people that were alive, and
or
the
the
little
like
girl that was missing
was
her brain and all that stuff, obviously she was eaten by the dead.
was the dirt actually removed? Like what? Like did it look like actual dirt came out? Like
From
or was
where?
it just like the ground?
No, no. The question would be, are there graves that looked abandoned or empty?
Yeah, things like that.
Hmm. Yeah. There was holes from the graves. Ultimately, the very next day, the bodies were back in there. They looked dead, so they wouldn't move.
Is there a underkeeper that would be a good witness, someone we could talk to?
There is very much a keeper of the cemetery. Yeah, there's the 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 keeper, I guess, of the cemetery. He actually has a house that is attached to the cemetery property, um, and he's always there. He has a
Well,
small.
let's say we question him first. Like get an idea what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, unless it looks like the dirt was dug up normally and not from underground, because I'm still wondering if it was actually the dead.
If it was what?
If it was actually the dead, like what did the dirt look like? Was it to side or all on one side?
Well, it seems like it was buried out. Like when they
Dug
when
out.
they dug themselves out, they started digging from underground.
Alright, so it did look like they were. Okay, just making sure.
Yep. So with
Tell
that
you
being
what,
said,
we'll bury you, and we'll see what happens.
so with that being said, Keegan, you asked your question earlier, and you did too. Arrow, do you have any questions so far?
Not really. Kind of just waiting for more information.
Okay. What about you, Zach?
Same.
All right.
I got kicked out, so I kind of missed some of that. They just went completely quiet and had to reopen Discord.
Okay. All right.
Um, actually, this is the Salem, for the witch trials, right? Were any
Yeah.
of the witches there known for messing with dogs or anything like that? Or anything related to what we do know?
I don't necessarily know that any of the citizens of the town, no matter how much money they have, will possibly know if there ever were any witches that messed around with dogs.
Oh, urban legends. I didn't know if there were any urban legends like that. Like what the urban legends are there?
Well, there are some urban legends. They'll tell you that they are um, about witches and whatnot, but nothing ever happened like this. This is
Nothing related to the case.
completely new. What is going on? I don't think we ever seen it.
Well, are there anybody? Where are the victims of this wolf-like creature?
Well, the remains. Excuse me. The remains have been buried in at the cemetery.
Is there any victims that are missing?
Missing how?
Meaning that
Like
they didn't find
that we haven't
remains?
been that we haven't found.
Correct.
Yes, there's many people that we haven't found.
That's who we're still looking for.
Yes, there's quite
That's
a few
what
people that we haven't found, and we just don't know exactly what they could be.
Are there any recent additions to the hospital that maybe Jane knows or?
No, we had quite a few people going in for this blood pathogen disease, whatever, blood disease. But ultimately, once they got a little better, they were let go, and in some cases, the patients themselves were just leaving. I think for more information, you probably may want to go talk directly to the hospital and see what you can find there.
Might as well.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so either the Undertaker or the hospital first take a vote.
I
Hospital.
say the. I say the Undertaker simply because we have a potential suspect / witness closer to the events. With it, it's his job to take care of the graveyard. He might have noticed something.
Yeah, I agree with you. Probably
Okay.
one person.
All right. Anyone else got an opinion? Your votes for the hospital?
Yeah, my vote was for the hospital. Just there's probably more people to talk there. Like other than the witness going to the graveyard, like look at graves. I don't know. There's like medical records and doctors and nurses and family members at the hospital probably. So it seemed like more leads.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
We
but
got
we can
Ben?
always go back there. We don't necessarily know if anything might happen to him when his shift comes around.
That's fair. Yeah, and if we're going in chronology, we should go to the graveyard first, so that way we're farthest away from nighttime when we're there.
Definitely
Yeah.
daytime. Definitely daytime.
Daytime event.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can always visit the hospital whenever. Well, the graveyard is just might be dangerous for us.
Honestly, I'd like to take a look at the graveyard while there is still plenty of sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay, seems like pretty much agrees graveyard then.
All right, so then towards the hospital or towards the graveyard?
Graveyard.
All right, so to the cemetery. Off you go. All right, so all of you just get, I guess, all of you gonna drive together? You going to go on your separate vehicles? How do you want to do this?
Might as well take our separate vehicles.
I'm riding with my partner though.
I don't own a vehicle. I'm poor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll also ride with the police detectives. I don't really know how to drive. I took a bus here.
All right, no problem. So,
I mean, I know how to drive, I just don't have a car.
Okay, so everyone's good. Alright, everyone vote up.
Yeah, back in A, just hold on. He just like
We
moves.
gotta move over shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it just moves over like the boundless ammunition to help explain why we don't need to worry about it.
all right.
Yeah, the
So
boss got real mad at me keep shooting things.
you'll get to the cemetery after a while driving. Eventually, the when you pull over and you get out of the car, you see that the cemetery has two different entrances. There's the main entrance from the cemetery, which has the gates. Gates are open right now because the cemetery is open. And then there is a door, I want to say about 30 feet away, that is part of a house, I guess, that is built in the same property, that you can assume that is where the caretaker lives.
Yeah, I just go up and go bum bum bum.
All right.
Sale PD, open up.
And there's no answer.
I'll do a listen check.
Try again.
Yeah, I listen to
God.
I don't hear nothing. No one's on.
Alright, hold on. Take a step. Yeah?
All right. So, you don't necessarily hear anything inside. There's just actually no sound at all coming from inside. Although, Arrow, from ways away, you can hear a slight sound of two people talking. That's coming from the cemetery.
Okay. I just hear it was like, it sounds like there might be people over there.
Alright. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Head that way.
Let's take a look. I don't
Alright.
want to
So as you approach the entrance to the cemetery, you notice that not too far from there seems to be the caretaker, actually, with a shovel. Seems to be working with another person. They seem to be throwing dirt into the ground.
Salem PD, you mind answering some of my questions?
Well, good morning to you too. Isn't it a nice day? I tell you what, I am sure glad it's morning. You wouldn't see me out here if it was nighttime.
Hey, can you tell us why?
Well, if you're here, I'm pretty sure you know why.
Well, yeah, but what do you know?
Well, what I know is that I'm covering holes from people that already died. with dirt.
And who are you? I say to the other person.
Well, I'm John McKenzie. I am the caretaker. I've been the caretaker at this property for the last 35 years. I never had an issue. The dead always seem to stay dead. It's a thing. Apparently, people die and they just don't move anymore. But I want to say that at least as of the last week or so, things have changed.
What kind of things?
Well, if you look at the ground right now, you can see the many different holes. And those holes were not dug by us. And you see, when you look at the ground, as far as you can see holes on every single tomb.
Do the this is a GM question. Do the graves have markers?
Some of them have gravestones, some of them don't, but other than that, no.
I think he was asking if gravestones have markers that don't belong on graves.
No.
So I'm gonna go up. Who's one of the detectives? What's his name?
Devin or Gary?
So Devin, you gonna take on some names for these graves or not? Get with it. And then he'll ask, and who are you? And he asks the other person that's there.
Oh, I'm Ruby. My sister went missing. That's why I'm here investigating with all the police officers. Seeing as it's all the graves, couldn't we just get a list from the Undertaker instead of writing them all down? That's easier.
Hey,
Do you have the list of names?
A list of names of what? Of every single person that is dead in the cemetery?
Yeah, based on
Yeah.
some kind of organized system. Maybe kind of like
Well, the city is the one that orders who's buried over here or not. I just take care of the people here. Well, of the dead.
you take care of the
Here.
people. What do you do?
Talking, can I just like
Well, I dig a hole whenever they need to be buried, put them inside, cover them with dirt, and I want to say until about a week ago that was about enough. Until long enough had passed, and then it was decided that it was time to remove the remains and bring them somewhere else, and just bring someone new into the lot. But now
Wait a minute.
apparently my job has expanded a little bit more into covering holes of the already buried people.
Probably stupid question, or absolutely idiotic. The bodies of those that rose up from the dead, if you can call it that, were they the bodies that came relatively recently? Those that were replaced the old bodies.
Hold on. The bodies what?
You didn't hear me quite right. The bodies of those that became, let's call them zombies,
Mm-hmm.
were they newly brought, or were they dead for a while?
I wouldn't be able to tell you
Yeah.
because pretty much everybody got out of their tomb. So I guess everyone.
You said there were
Don't
holes
have
on the
any-
grave.
You don't
said
have
there
any
were holes.
documentation.
Yes, there are holes on the graves. I mean, on the dirt.
Oh, I thought you said tombstone. My bad.
No, no, no. Just on the dirt. They've been
Yeah,
escaping.
I guess in the meantime, I'm just going to look at the tombstones of those that are open to see if there's any connections,
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna go.
dates, or
I'm gonna
if they're
watch.
from a specific family.
Okay.
We'll
Was there
see
somebody
how
else he was talking? Excuse me. Was there somebody else that he was talking to?
Yep. There is his helper over there. His assistant.
All right. Well, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Gary Johnson. I am just a helper. You know, he hired me, and then he says, "Yeah, he's Gary. He's a friend of mine. The city has asked me to hire somebody to assist me. Once the this place got so busy, since we're reburying these people like every day now."
So when you say rebury, are you reburying the same ones that came out of those ones, or are you just filling them in with new bodies?
No, I am. They go back. I guess if they do come out, which I haven't seen it personally, and I'm not looking forward to either. But if they do come out, when they do come out, then they go back in on their own. So we just cover the holes again.
So let me
And
get this
how long
straight.
have you been doing this?
I want to say about 5 days or so.
And you haven't said nothing? Doesn't that seem kind of odd?
Well, obviously I have said some. I have an assistant now that is helping me.
What-
do the
No.
people who get it, do the people who crawl out of their graves do it more than once, or once they're reburied? Or
I want to say every night that seems to happen.
And you didn't see nothing. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No, I have
Think
heard
maybe just
things.
watch.
I have heard things. I have heard screams. Um, but they don't pay me to work at night at the cemetery. I do my work during the daytime, and I like life.
So did you tell anyone about this?
Oh yeah, ultimately the police came asking questions a while ago, and I told them everything I knew, which is the same thing you guys know. That the next morning I found, the graves like that. Ultimately, the only odd thing was when we found the body of that little girl. Um, that was pretty crazy. Although the boyfriend says that the dead people ate her, whatever, but I don't know. It's just so weird.
Can I do a psychology roll to see if he's hiding anything?
Sure, you can do a psychology roll.
Never mind. I'm too busy looking at the gravestones and names, see if there's any connection between them.
Can I like fast talk him to like try to convince him if like he's hiding anything, just to like lay it all out for us?
Sure.
Oh Jesus. Listen, man, if you're hiding anything, you can tell us. We just want to help.
Yeah, I'm hiding the bodies every day. You can come help if you want.
No, I'm good.
All right.
I want to look inside one of the ones that haven't been like covered up yet, just to like inspect the body to see if there's anything odd about it.
Well, I'm not necessarily. I'm digging them out. So I'm just covering the hole that they are making, which is relatively smaller than the hole a coffin will take. So for me to take the whole body out, I will have to dig the whole thing out. and I'm not doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
But here's a
Well,
shovel. If you want to bury it, if you want to dig him out, go for it.
GM, is there evidence that somebody's walked out of that grave by tracks or other footprints and such?
Tracks. Yeah, there's tracks everywhere.
All right.
Anybody good with following tracks? Maybe we can retrace where they went after they left their graves.
PM, that would be what? Natural world or navigators?
There's literal
track
thing.
skill.
Yeah, there is, and I only got a 10 in that.
Me too.
Yeah, there's a track skill.
Might as well try. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we might as well just go and see.
All right. So when you look at the at the arrows, you just see. I mean, at the arrows, at the tracks. Sorry, you see that they just roam around the cemetery. Some of them have managed to get all the way to the front of the entrance of the cemetery, but that's as far as you can see so far.
And he did say every night, correct?
Yeah, every night. Actually, I don't think this is probably the weirdest thing that has happened. I mean, we did have that other young woman died. So far, I heard that she has some sort of disease or something. I remember I buried her. Actually, truth be
Is it
told,
the
we
same-
didn't bury her. We just put her in a crypt. She had a nice crypt built on her name. The door was locked, and the cover of her coffin actually was made out of marble. So the walls and the cover was also made out of marble. So her coffin was like really trapped inside, and I don't know. I don't think I mean I probably have been a little susceptible since this kind of stuff started. So maybe I just been seeing things, but definitely I could have sworn 2 nights ago I saw her walking around and looking dead at my window, almost as if she knew that I was looking at that moment. And I just looked for that about that second, and the moment that I saw her, I just moved away and got in bed and didn't get up till the next day.
The character
Um,
walks up to him and kind of shoves his finger and says, "You said you didn't see anything. What the hell, man?"
Well, that's because I don't know if I seen it or not. I don't know if it was me just freaking out. I don't know if it was me just dreaming. I really don't know.
Seems slightly
Oh.
relevant though. Did we
Yeah,
see
I-
that
Yeah.
crypt?
I grab him by the collar and be like, "Alright, how about this? Tell us what you saw, whether you think it was real or not."
Well, that's
How
as
about
much
that?
that's as much as I saw.
Can you show us to the crypt and let us in?
I can show you to the crypt. If I let you in, I'm gonna lock the crypt once you walk in. I'm not leaving that crypt unlocked
Why?
You're going in with us, buddy.
because I'm freaking out. That's why.
I don't care. You're either going in with us or you're going in the station. Alright? This is my
yeah.
attempt at intimidation.
And he looks at you and he says, "Are you police?"
Salem,
Yeah.
me, buddy.
So you are police.
Without my
Okay.
badge.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be happy to get you there. Like I said, I'll just lock the door whenever you guys are ready to come out. You just knock,
No.
and I'll unlock the door
You're not gonna lock the door. Why would you lock the door? That makes no
because
sense.
I don't want anything to
Yeah.
come out that is not supposed to come out.
Well, you
That's why
just
you
said
don't-
you think it was real.
It's just in case. You obviously,
Give it
you
the-
know, it's really easy for you to talk when, you know, you just found out whatever's going on under your noses for about a week, and now you're just coming here, you know, just all valiantly trying to act like you know like this won't affect you, like
Hey,
you're fine
hey,
and
hey,
all that,
shut it.
and ultimately
Shut it.
the moment you see this shit, I want to see how you are going to react if you see this
Listen
shit.
here.
Listen,
here.
the other option is to put you in handcuffs and just we'll take the keys from you and open the crypt ourselves.
Hey, listen here.
Now if you put me in handcuffs, will you arrest me?
You know you'll be under detainment. We're investigating a crime of vandalism to the crypt. If you're saying that you see you moving
But you
around,
will
something's
not
going on.
arrest me, because I'm pretty
How
sure
about
that if I
obstruction?
am behind bars, nothing bad's going to happen to me.
How about obstruction of justice, buddy? All right.
So that means that if I obstruct your path, you will arrest me.
Yes. Now stay with us and don't lock us in.
I
Otherwise,
see.
there'll be false imprisonment, and you will be. I will send you down in 6 feet under with these. Got it?
I see.
If
I
may
think
offer a suggestion.
I understand now. And
You either cooperate or we're going to leave you locked out in the open tonight.
but that's not what I've been told. I've been told
No,
just now
we're trying to keep this legit.
that
We're trying to keep
that you guys
don't wanna-
were going to arrest me. So he tries to punch
Well,
Keegan's
no,
character.
You were under arrest, you were being detained. There's a difference. We were still just detaining him while we investigated a crime. I said he wasn't arrested, he was just going to be detained.
No, Keegan's character told him that he was going to be arrested if he was obstructing justice.
Yeah.
So he
All right.
deliberately tried
Gary,
to punch
get
him.
I then kick him in the knee as a response, like.
It's like, okay, well now you have to arrest me.
Yeah, we are. I'm going to handcuff him.
Yeah. I'm going to
Okay.
fish the keys out of his pockets and.
Take me to jail.
All right.
Take me to jail.
No, we're going to leave you right here for now. We're going to handcuff him, just leave him right next to the grave for now.
No.
You want to take him with?
Need to wait somewhere.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Let's take him with.
Yeah, after all. He doesn't want. This must be something very big. And we tried to be peaceful. Alright, buddy.
You have no idea what you're
moving.
doing, he says.
Yeah, well, neither do you. Now get
Well,
moving.
you won't,
No,
you
I
won't tell
wasn't.
us,
I
so we're
wasn't
gonna
going
find
any
out.
closer to anywhere there. I want to go away.
Well, and now you're going
punched
inside,
you.
so look what happened.
I punch you, and you are not arresting me.
You are. I mean, you're handcuffed right now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I'm
You're
arrested. You're not
fine.
taking me to the police station as you should.
We need to.
Yeah, we're still investigating the crime. You're
Okay,
being
you
detained
go
until we
investigate it. How do you know
crime,
I'm
then we'll
not gonna
process
run
it.
away?
We're taking you with us, you. I'm just
You know,
pulling up.
we have two sets of handcuffs. We'll handcuff his wrists and handcuffs his ankles.
All right.
I'll try to run.
So, how am I gonna walk if you handcuff my ankles?
We'll try, yeah.
Could you
Because
just
those are guys
handcuff
you can
him to one of you could just handcuff him to one of you if it's really that important.
If he's willing to throw fists, I don't know if we want him to be able to reach his arms around.
You're
Unless
the
we
police
can
here.
handcuff.
I just pull up my handgun and get moving.
Whoa.
Okay, Gary. Yeah. Baller. Let's do it.
Listen.
I'm gonna take out my nightstick.
So,
Listen, here, buddy. You either we're trying to do our fucking job, and you're not helping in any way. You basically said you were going to lock us in there, regardless of whether or not we come out.
No, I
And
said
we
that I
tried
was
to
gonna
say
lock
no.
the door and that I was gonna wait outside until you were ready to come out, and that I was going to unlock the door.
You're a fucking
All I
idiot.
said was that I
Just get
wasn't
moving.
leaving the door unlocked.
There's no case for you. I don't know. You don't have any
You
say.
were,
Let's go.
you
I
were,
just shove him in the direction. Come on.
if I may. So what you're saying, and admitting, is that you were planning on locking us within the hazardous environment that has very real potential to kill us.
Hey, you're decided to walk in there and you're just trying to drag me into it, and then you want to leave the door open on top of it so he can come out.
You have no say. Do we have something to shut him up? I don't want to listen to him anymore. Let's just go.
I rip off a piece of his shirt and shove it in his mouth, and I'm looking at the assistant.
This is a big
lead us to
mistake.
the grave?
We're all gonna die here.
Should we just do this?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to the assistant. Like, actually no. Like, talk to the new kid while we're doing this.
Yeah. Hey,
Unless either of you two can actually know how to talk with folk.
I can talk to folks sometimes.
Yeah, let me get my character sheet up closed on me.
I'm gonna try and charm the kid and just be like, hey, like this has nothing to do with you. We're just trying to investigate this. I don't know why your boss went nuts. We're trying to do
Well, it looks
peacefully.
like-
He decided otherwise.
It looks like he's very scared. You know, I don't know what
Well,
he's
that's
seeing
right.
because I'm not here at nighttime, but you couldn't pay me enough to be here at
Yeah.
nighttime or to go into any of those
I mean,
crypts.
yeah. Honestly, you could take the day off. I'll make sure he
Oh,
gets you your day's pay.
Trust
so
me.
why don't
If
just
you
get
guys
out
are gonna
for now?
open one of those bad boys, I'm gonna be as far away from here as I possibly can.
I
Yeah.
just like whisper into Knight's ear. We still need his testimony.
So he just
we need
takes
his
off.
side of it. You're too soft, Knight.
Probably should have gotten his information.
Yeah,
We'll get
that's
we'll get it from this putz. He knows where he lives. So that.
at the very least we can get it from the town hall. Let's go. Move it as I like shove him in the back.
All right, so he starts walking very slowly since you guys cuffed his ankles. And
Peter,
what?
can I have to just need to carry him?
Sure. However, at the same time, since you guys cuffed him and also put a gag in his mouth, you know, he can't really tell you where the crypt is.
I take it out like it's the only fucking way, man. I know. Where is it? Come on.
Sure, I'll
We
tell
can-
you. I'll tell you under one condition, because otherwise you're just not going to find it. So maybe you can make a deal with me. I'll tell you where the crypt is, but you leave me outside the crate. You just leave me
Sure,
outside.
yeah,
You
please.
you
I
can
can
want
do
you
that.
can go in on your own. That's fine. But if you are
Yeah,
gonna,
that's perfectly fine.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go straight.
We're not actually going to. I'm totally lying to him. Or like the second we open it up, he's coming in with us. I'm just telling him that now. That he's just so we're clear out of character, so that we
Oh,
don't
so-
like mess that
Yeah.
up.
Oh no, I totally had a plan of like, my partner agreed, I didn't.
And then he
No.
says,
You know what a good
Or tavern special.
a good callback.
"It is really nice to be able to make." It is. He says, "It is really nice to be able to make a deal when you know that the police that are supposed to protect you can keep you safe." And He's at
Yeah,
persuading you.
Of course, we only punish criminals. Innocent people don't get punished. That's how we do it.
Right. That's why you're gonna
Yeah.
leave me outside then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I agree to those terms.
Since he's been acting honestly sketchy, I will do another psychology just to make sure he's not fucking with us. Never mind. Alright.
You wonder if he's fucking with you when you're trying to fuck him over.
Oh my god, we're off our ball.
Alright. So you guys get to a gigantic crypt. This crypt has a set of double doors made out of stone that are super heavy. And they have a handle that has some sort of a very strange mechanism going on. And he says, alright, well, this is it. You're gonna
Does
need...
it match with the...
You're
does the
gonna...
crypt's name match the name of the girl?
Yeah. He says, you're gonna need about 2 people just to open the door. And then, once you go in, if you're trying to come out, the doors are gonna close regardless if you go in there or not. They may not necessarily lock, unless someone locks them. But, in order to be able to come out, you're going to have to push them open and hold them open so the rest of you can come out, and then you can close the doors again. Those doors, he says, are about... Just a second.
You said it requires 2 people to open them.
Yes.
And I got an 85 strength.
Those doors are about 311 pounds each.
Would I be able to look around for something to like wedge in the doorway to see if we could hold it open?
There's really nothing over there that can hold it open because everything else is just part of another crypt or whatever. You know, like headstones and stuff.
No
The
shovel.
way he
The shovel is
described it,
not gonna
it
hold a
sounds like
$300 stone door open.
No, but it could block it. Like, it doesn't...
Like,
It could bl-
wedge it against the other side of the wall.
Yeah, basically. It doesn't necessarily need to survive in one piece as long as it holds long enough.
Well,
know?
you keep in mind that you also may jam it.
Keeper,
Can't get open.
What's up?
Keeper, just for something. The way you described it, it sounded like the doors are mechanical, correct?
Wait,
No, they're
doors
not
have hinges?
mechanical. They're just very, very heavy, and they're made that way to be open. For them to take a while to open, for them to take a while to close, and that is because they just went above and beyond making that crypt.
Okay, so it requires a lot of manpower to open.
It requires a lot of strength, yes, to open it.
Okay. I'm going to approach the door. The door's unlocked currently.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's not like you're gonna need a 300 strength to open it, because you can open it by yourself. The hinges are really well built, so to where the door doesn't drag at all. It's just that due to the immense weight, it just takes a while to push it open and to push it close.
Does the door have a hinge?
Yes, they do.
Can it be removed?
The hinges are on the inside.
It doesn't answer the question.
Well, you wouldn't know because you can't see them.
Alright. Hold them as I give Ruby the crypt keeper.
Well, worst case scenario, my character.
I'll
I
take
mean,
it. I'll take
I,
I'll take the Crypt Keeper.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
worst case, I can. Francis can stay out. Stay outside.
Yeah. As long. All right, let's get doing. As I like, where's the key? Like in. Where's the key? in your pocket?
He puts his hand on the side and he's like, all right, so this is a key, and he just starts dangling it. Give me a sec.
From
It's
his
bedtime, girl.
handcuffed hands behind his back.
Have a good night.
I'll just search his pockets. Pull them out.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, I'll find
You don't find anything on his pockets. He's wearing work clothes, so he doesn't keep anything there.
Wait, was the door locked?
The door was locked.
I don't think anyone checked.
The door was locked.
We're trusting him. We're trying to. He said it's a door that he can lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can lock it once you unlock it. You can relock it.
Where's the bloody?
So where's the key? I thought you said you had the key.
I did tell you that he actually made a movement and the keys start dangling from the side of his pants.
No, I just grab it. I thought he was holding it like in his hands.
No.
My bad.
Well, no, you cuffed
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, no, yeah, we got. Yeah, I just grabbed the keys. Thank you.
All right. So he's like, all right, well, if you don't mind, I'm just going to sit down over here.
No, I'm not letting him down. He's still. I'm standing.
Yeah, like.
And he's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm sitting down. I did my part of the deal.
I'm not giving him an option. No,
He's
that's
just
not
letting himself
happening.
go. He just goes down to the ground. If you want to bring me with you, you can carry me. But I am not walking.
Night, just as long as the one of them can keep an eye and stay out here, we should be fine.
No, I want him inside. And now he's pissing me off. I want him inside.
So do I, but we got a job to do, man. Like, come on, you said
No,
you were going to be a good cop this case. Come on.
I can't help it.
Hey Jim,
He's pissing me off.
is the helper watching this exchange? Like, is he looking at this? Like,
He bounced. Oh, that was too soft.
Yeah, no, the helper took off.
Yeah, so now there's no one else here except for you. So let's go.
He's in the floor laying down right now. He's not going anywhere.
Yes.
Are you still? I won't have a chance to roll against him on some kind of strength to keep him standing.
Hold on a
Night,
moment.
come on. Like,
I'm not keen on the idea of going into this crypt. I could stay out here with him. And that way
He's
I can
about
walk in and
272
next-
pounds, just so you know.
yeah, just
He's probably 6'5", 272 pounds. You know, he kind of like, he's not pushing any strength whatsoever on his legs right now. He just let himself go and he's going down. So if you want to try to keep him up, that'll be on you.
listen. Listen, if he's going to be a fat child about this, just let him be a fat child.
Out of character. What the phrase is that?
Well, he said he was like 200 pounds. I'm like, alright, he's acting like a child having a tantrum and he's heavyweight. I
No,
feel
you're
like
trying to
I
fuck
might as
him.
well insult him.
You know you're trying to fuck him. You just went back in your word that of what you told him, what you were about agreeing to do. So obviously the dude's terrified. The dude is terrified. He doesn't want to go inside of the crypt. He told you many times that he didn't want to go inside of the crypt. You told him at first that it was okay. So no, he's not going to go inside of the crypt. If you want to bring him inside of the crypt, you're going to have to drag him there. And it's probably going to take you 2 to 3 people to drag him there.
Yeah, the
There's
problem
some-
is he also basically said he'll lock us in a
But you
potentially
have the
dangerous
key. He doesn't have a
situation.
way to lock you in.
He's just not someone we can trust, and as long as Ruby and Francis stay out here, we should be fine at night. Come on.
His
I'm gonna-
feet
I'm
are
gonna-
also handcuffed. He's not really going
I
anywhere
still don't.
fast.
I still don't trust him. I'm gonna re-gag him and tear more of his shirt and tie it around his eyes so he can't see. Can't see. Can't talk. Can't move.
Okay.
God, that undercover op really messed with him, man, didn't it?
It's not
I
as
just
necessary.
I don't like disobedience. I was nice. I did everything right, and he's just I can't do it.
I did everything
know,
right.
come
He
on.
said.
Listen, this is why we're trying to be good cop. We're trying to move on from this. Come on, I know.
Good cop.
No, it's bad cop and worse cop. What's going on?
There's no good cop
Yeah.
in this interaction.
Yeah, and I'm the worst cop apparently.
No.
No, I'm the bad cop. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm-
let's decide who's the worst cop. You burn in daylight, so you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
I'm already trying to open the door.
All right. So the door unlocks, and when it unlocks, you hear a loud tuck. It goes like tuck, and it unlocks. And once it unlocks, you can feel how heavy the door is. The door is really well made to where the hinges are extremely strong to where they are able to keep the door up. However, when you try to pull it, it is so heavy that you just pull and you're barely moving that door. But yet, you know that the door is just not touching the ground. That the door is just open. It's just immensely heavy. And even if you look at the side of the door, like from a door from its side, you see that that door is about, I want to say about 7 feet long. That's the width of the door.
7 feet. How?
Yeah.
Damn, that is tall and long.
That door was built to not be broken.
All right. After this, we're definitely going to talk with the family. They knew something. They had to.
Yeah.
Maybe they just wanted a really fancy crypt. It's not
While we're
necessarily.
mid opening it, can I
This
ask
is
someone to
wider
look at
and
hinges?
taller than me.
Yeah, maybe it's a family crypt. I don't know.
And do you have light sources to go in there?
I got a pen light.
Got a torch,
I have a light.
like the electric kind.
Yeah, just like
I
click
do.
the pen light. All right, what do we see just from inside the doorway?
You see some stairs that go down. The crypt just seems to get really, really dark while getting down there. You can see mostly grayish inside because of how dark it is. The stairs just go down probably 2 stories, and then there's a pathway that goes to the back that you just can't really see it. So you will have to get down there to be able to see the rest.
Alrighty.
He's on a stick.
So, who doesn't want to go down?
You know,
Yeah.
I know Ruby.
If
Yeah, I'm not keen on the idea of going down.
if Ruby and Francis are staying up, in theory, the two of you could hold the door open so that we don't have to worry about problems.
I'm gonna
What- what-
jam a shovel into the what do you call it, the back
Hinge.
door, yeah, the crack of the door to keep it open.
It's super heavy. Wouldn't it just stay open? Not the point. Anyways.
Yeah.
if there's a bias in the door, it'll slowly start shutting again. So I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't with the shovel in there.
Yeah, as long as as long as the two of you are out here, we should be fine. Besides, with you pulling and us pushing, it'll be easier. Let's just,
All right, let's go.
yeah. Like, click on the light and pull out my 44.
Yeah, keep an eye on the putts. I'm gonna pull out my 44 too.
Remind me never to break laws around you too.
That was.
It's a good idea.
We'll talk later. Just.
That guy's just a dick.
Yeah, no, he didn't really. He was not really helping himself.
We were so nice.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. It's like your police officer.
No. As we're walking down the stairs, walking away from everyone, start venting to the friends. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we were so nice. We did everything. We still did it.
Yeah, I know, but I know.
Every time I try to do good, I do bad.
Yeah, I know, but who knows? He might be a part of this. You know, he's given us enough already. He's going away regardless.
Oh yeah, he swung at you. So yeah, ultimately right there. Boom. So now everything's just been adding up. I got like 10. I got 10 different crimes on this guy. We're gonna put him away for good. He's not gonna see the light of day. He's not digging no more graves.
All right. So,
Now,
are you
now
guys
that you're
going
legitimate
down the stairs right now?
crimes- Yeah.
Okay.
3.
So as you guys start getting down the stairs, go ahead and roll your power, please.
Yeah. I'm like saying, and how many of them are actual crimes?
3 to 4 are like crazy legit. I could probably swing for the rest of them now.
Is it the two of you only down there?
It should be the Mechanicus, if not, as far as I know.
Okay. So Damien.
I'll go with them.
Okay. Is that only the three of you down there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. All right. So when you look at the back, you see a rounded area. In the middle, there's this crypt, this box made out of, I want to say, a limestone probably, or something really, really shiny and heavy. It almost looks, it shines so much that it almost looks like a crystal, for crying out loud. And it's very, very thick. Definitely, it's not something that you guys will be able to break from the side. However, there is potential that, you know, if you guys push, you guys might be able to push the cover and slide it to see whatever's inside if you so want to. Anybody wants to roll spot hidden?
Yeah. By the way, do we see any coffins on our way down?
No, that is the only one. All right. So
We're
also
outside.
I'm fine.
on your
From outside, Francis looks at Ruby and goes, "Should we shut the door?"
No. No. Wait.
All right, so he just lights a cigarette, and starts smoking.
so as you look at the crypt right next to the coffin, you see that there are some what the heck is the name of this? Some prints on the ground, some footprints.
Hey, Knight,
Yeah.
got something.
What you got?
Footprints. I don't think
Are they going in or out?
keeper
Both ways.
in and out. Looks like Sleeping Beauty here does get up. It's odd though. only one grave for only one coffin for something this big. We're definitely going to have to talk to the family members.
If you do get to the coffin, eventually, you will notice that out of the coffin, one of the areas that is like by the edge of the cover seems to have a little bit of breeze coming from it.
The hell? There's
A breeze.
That's what that's. You notice that too? The hell? All right.
What would we
Night,
do
you
if the
open
other
it.
teller's coming? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like.
You
I have the highest gun, I think.
you get the gun ready. I'm gonna open the up. Damien, you might need to help me.
Yeah, depends. What's your actual handgun? Okay, yeah. I got
Not the
one
best
ready.
shot. You're remember, like, I'm just like the little chihuahua,
Hello?
right? You're the one that's actually like does.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Abe.
So is the is the guard? I mean the guard. Sorry, is the keeper? Did you guys do cover his mouth and his eyes too?
Yeah.
Okay.
His mouth, his eyes, he's handcuffed behind his back,
Okay.
and his feet are handcuffed together.
All right. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Keeper,
Yeah.
how heavy is, roughly, how heavy is that, cover of the,
The cover's probably not as heavy as the doors are, but I want to say that it is at least, in total, right? Total weight, probably about 150 to 200 pounds easily.
say that would be roughly the amount of 2 people when it comes to strength? That would be
Yep,
1 or 2 points of mana.
2 people.
Which would be how much mana? One
Well,
or
no,
two?
not mana. I mean, 2 people will just pass as successful strength roll, and you can open it.
Okay, let's
Let's not open it all the way. Maybe let's just
a
crack the
little.
top half.
let's just crack it to speed.
Yeah.
I'm just get ready to move out of the way.
You need one more.
Second, my strength is terrible.
All right.
Hey, look at that!
Button holding
So you guys
for now.
open the crypt. Open the cover of it. And a thicker breeze just comes through. When you look inside, you see that there's nothing in there. However, there seems to be a pretty big size hole in it.
Hey, say, what the hell?
When you flash your light down there, can you see the bottom?
Sure. So when you flash your light, you see that there is a hole in kind of a tunnel that just seems to go down in an angle. So you wouldn't necessarily see the bottom.
Hey, so
How do you feel about that?
Dame either dug herself out or dug her way in. Either way, it's impressive considering how deep we went and... God damn.
Yeah,
Yep,
something's going on.
this is a problem.
Do we keep going or?
Do you want to keep going, Damien?
I'm not going down there, and I wouldn't recommend you doing it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you convinced me.
At least not without proper. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
At least
No.
not without proper preparation.
That we can agree on.
Okay, but now we have a choice. Do we want to bring that guy and just leave him in here, and then, we'll come back
Right.
tomorrow and see how it
Hey.
happened?
Like
Yeah.
I snap my fingers in his face. We talked about
Oh.
this. Come on.
Fine. Whatever.
I know you hate him. I know. This is just.
You owe me one, though.
Yeah, well, consider us even after that whole drug bust, alright?
Whatever.
So, what's the plan then?
I guess at this point, until we're better prepared and with everyone down here, we can go talk to now either the hospital or the girl's family.
So, are you calling everybody down there, or you just go out?
No, God,
No.
no.
We're going. Us three are going back up. Like, we're gonna close the crypt and then go back up,
Okay.
or close the tomb or whatever it is.
All right. Fair enough. So,
Top of it.
all right. So you stand up, and you put your hands on the crypt, and you kind of like get ready to start pushing. And go ahead and roll your power one more time. All three of you, strong characters. All right. So, Zachary and Damien, you go ahead and give me that strength roll. All right. So, Keegan or Gary. Gary actually stands up, and all of a sudden you look around, Gary, and you now see that the room just got suddenly illuminated. There seem to be torches surrounding the circle back end of the room in which the sarcophagus seems to be laying back against. All of a sudden, Zachary and Damien are not there right now. They just seem to be gone. Also, the doors up there, when you look at them, they also seem to be closed now. The coffin seems to be closed. The coffin seems to be closed, and slowly you hear a sound. The grinding noise of the cover of the coffin seems to be making it more and more obvious that the coffin seems to be opening.
Regardless of what is happening, I'm just going to try to push it. Like, come on, big man. Like, open the door.
The coffin gets open, and eventually it opens all the way to the point that the cover falls on its side. You get pushed back when that happens. And when that happens, you start seeing how this man and this woman and a bunch of other people just come out. And they seem to be almost, in some cases, almost as if they were floating. But they all go up, they open the door, and they exit.
I've just run out to see if I can.
As you run out, you hear something else from behind. And as you turn around, there's this gigantic human dog, wolf, werewolf behind you, and ultimately it just slashes at you with its claws. And when that happens, you just come back to reality. So go ahead and roll sanity for me, please. Go ahead and roll a 1d6.
Oh, buddy. Oh, okay.
All right. You come back and you see how your two friends are trying to close that lid, but they're not having any luck.
You mean open the door?
Nope, close the lid of the crypt. The coffin, sarcophagus, whatever.
Yeah, the topper.
They're like, "Hey man, the
Can we
top
try
is not
again?
closing."
I'm gonna call the guy and be like, hey, what the hell is your problem? I'm gonna try and push it again just to close it fast.
What?
Same. Hopefully it will work.
Fucking hell, it was. There drugs in here?
I don't know. Come help us close this though. We're can't figure it out.
All right, there you go.
Super, can I just try to use... Was it enough to close it?
Well, they just closed it.
All right.
So the
This place
sarcophagus
freaks me
got
out.
close. Keegan, not, obviously your character right now, it's a little freaked out. It's definitely not as cool and collected as you were when you walked inside of that crypt.
Alright, we really need to talk to the family. I think there's fucking. What? The devil's lettuce in the air? God damn.
Here, let's talk while we leave.
Yeah, like, I just. Yeah, hold on. Like, I just pick up the guy, like, get up. God, there was fucking. All of a sudden, the two of you were gone. And the damn coffin opened up.
What?
Well, we didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, now.
You just
Yeah,
start
that-
turning around. You just sit there still.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I think there might be drugs in there because I saw shit. Alright, we're lucky we didn't get high earlier.
Or at least some weird toxic fumes.
Yeah,
We
anyways,
we
I saw.
planned on locking us down there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
no.
looking good for me.
Oh, what? No way.
All right,
Yeah,
so
and
suddenly,
How-
you guys, the
how
one
can-
up, the
how
ones
can-
upstairs, you guys upstairs, hear a strange noise, and as you hear a strange noise, you notice that the keeper has taken off running as hard as he can. Obviously, you guys down there in the crib wouldn't know.
This was happening while we were down there? Or 'cause
Yeah.
we were coming back up?
Well, as you start to go back up, he just took off running.
I mean, doesn't he have his ankles?
Yep. And if you see, he rolled locksmith twice, so he freed himself from the handcuffs.
I just don't understand how he physically would be able to. His hands were locked behind his back. And he was
Well,
blind.
yeah, he unlocked his hands first. Somehow. I mean, he cracked his locks. He uncuffed
Should
himself.
be he should be a magician.
He probably could have fractured his thumb in order
Right.
to fit his hand through the coffins. I mean,
Would
the
I be able
handcuffs.
to see this? Because I would chase after him.
Go ahead and roll. Listen. Nope.
Alright,
Would
here's
one of
mine.
Would one of us have seen him though?
Oh well, yeah. As soon as you seen him, he's about I don't know. He's a bunch of feet away from you. I want to say I don't know. Let's see.
Like,
About 30 feet.
detective, it's is it, is it, once he started to get up though?
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have gotten up right away until he was completely free. By the time that he got up, he just took off running.
Yeah.
So,
I think he should have done a stealth to even see if he could have gotten away with it.
Yeah. 'Cause,
sure
like,
thing, no
he
problem. Hold
walked
on.
Up, like there were no noises.
So
Okay, so
are
no
we
stealth.
talking
Everybody would have been aware that he just got up and took off running. It's just that he just did it in one action. He didn't just get up and looked around and then run. He just got up and run. So it was like one action. There was no need for stealth because he wasn't trying to stealth out. He was just trying to run out.
So he did a movement, basically.
Right. Ultimately, the locksmith didn't require him to make a lot of noise because he was just quietly doing it. But when he got up, he might not even have gotten all the way up by the time that he just started running. As long as he could run, he just run.
All right. Well, I'm gonna chase after him and pull out my blackjack.
All right. So, all right. So go ahead and roll your dexterity. Very good.
I'll try to shoot him in the knee.
So, John Warner, as much as he ran, he went ahead and tripped on a rock. And fell face down without anybody having to shoot him yet. And
Would I be able to run and grab the handcuffs and chase after him?
well, he's already on the floor.
Yeah, we're not taking any risks, Mega.
He's already on the floor, and what's his name? Francis already have him over there. So anyway, so he runs and he's like, it's like all hurt. Anyway,
Okay. So he's gonna stomp on his ankle.
well,
Yeah, that's.
sure. He did trip on a rock, so he's pretty badly hurt right now. He,
All right. Well, he's not gonna try to like seriously hurt him. He just wants to make it more difficult.
no, he's pretty hurt. We can find out how badly hurt he is. Hold on.
I like how this town literally has zombies, and you're like,
He
this
took about
guy
4
who
points of
wanted
damage.
something?
There's something about him. He's
So
just-
possibly he broke his wrist. Going down.
I'll just help pick him up and then take him back. Then I won't do anything else to him.
Yeah, it's taking him a minute to get up, and he's a big dude too. So I mean, you're gonna have to have some strength to lift that guy up. He's in pain right now. He's just groaning like.
Is he trying to like? Is he like trying to hide something?
No, he's just hurt.
Okay. Well, then I'll just stand near him. If he tries to, to get up really quick, I'll just kind of
Yeah.
kick him with my foot to knock him back down again.
No, I don't think he's gonna run. He fractured his wrists and stuff. So no,
Okay, that's
No.
good enough.
he's good. He's just standing. He's just staying there and slowly starts sitting up, like trying to figure out how to sit up without being able to use his hand. All right, so the rest of you finally get out of the crypt. Go ahead and roll power one more time as you're exiting the crypt. No, not
What
sanity.
the hell
Power.
happened? God damn.
All right, and Keegan, for a moment, you turn around as you exit the crypt, and now it's all of a sudden it's nighttime, and a lady appears by the door, by the entrance of the crypt, and she sticks her hand out and touches your face and rubs your neck, and says, "Come back
Can I-
in." And she says, "Come back in. I'm very
Can I just-
lonely. Come keep me company."
I just slap her hand away and just keep moving back. Is it possible for me to do?
Do our characters see anything different? Like, are they like? Is Gary actually doing these movements?
Yeah,
to
you
us?
can see him doing all those movements.
Oh, but can I shake him and be like, "Hey, what the hell's wrong with you?" Like, try and get him out of it.
You know, he's still on that. He's like, she's like, "Hey, come with us. Come with me. I'm very lonely. Come warm me up."
I'm just like trying to resist this. Like, I know that something's funky is going on. I ain't going back in that crypt.
Go ahead and roll your power again. All right, and
Christ.
finally the lady's gone, and the sun is out again, and all of a sudden you feel that you're being shooked right now back into reality.
Hey, snap out of it. What the hell? We gotta go get this guy back in cuffs and get him booked.
Bitch. And damn drugs again. Fucking A.
Yeah, you gotta lay off the hooch. I told you
Hey.
about your problems. I'm not the only one, okay?
Buddy, the fumes from the crypt. We just talked about this, man. Don't. You know this has such a topic for me.
I don't know. Sometimes I worry about shit. Let's go get this guy hooked up.
Yeah, alright, yeah, man, fucking A, this. Talk
Yeah,
about
I'm gonna call up to Francis and be like, "Thanks for catching him." Do we know what the hell happened?
What happened up here, why is he on the ground, being insane, and out of his handcuff.
He slipped out of them and he ran off, and I think he broke his wrist. That's
All right, cool. I'm gonna handcuff him, but I'm gonna make sure the wrists are extra tight so we can't break them off.
How the hell can. Jesus Christ. What is this guy, Houdini? God damn.
So anyway, we're gonna stop right